Okay, so here we are for confessional on Transformers, the fall of Cybertron.
Yeah, so the title totally gives it away. Cybertron is
spoilers
falling.
right in the title.
Yeah, but we kind of, if you've watched the cartoons, you know, if you have any affection for the Transformers, you know that they flee Cybertron, and that's how they wind up on Earth. But this is, so this game is set on Cybertron, at least what I've seen of it.
Yep.
And so it starts pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I got to play some of the first level,
Sure.
and in that you play as Bumblebee, the beloved.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
The one who's been Chimerified.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is pre that. He's still, obviously they don't look like Earth vehicles because they haven't encountered Earth vehicles yet. But you know, when he transforms, he looks more like a futuristic Volkswagen Beetle than he does like a Camaro.
So he looked a bit like that in the last game as well, in the War for Cybertron.
Right,
He was like a little bug kind of car.
I think they're very much. I think what High Moon Studios with these games, they're very much trying to resonate with the fans of the cartoons and the like 80s lore for the Transformers, and not kind of completely ignoring the Michael Bay movies.
Just kicking Michael Bay out. And like, you're done. Let's go back to the roots.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, that's all right.
None of us have a problem with that.
So as the game begins, basically you're heading onto the Ark, which is the spaceship that the Transformers escape Cybertron in eventually and crash land on Earth. But you're heading onto the Ark to flee Cybertron. But as you're doing that, this huge like Decepticon ship kind of intercepts them, and the Decepticons somehow like crash through the bulkheads or the glass of the Ark and get in there.
Yeah.
And so some surprisingly like kind of grim stuff happens, which really worked for me. Like you'll be kind of walking down a hallway, and the glass of the hallway will get shattered by a Decepticon attack, and like Autobots will just get sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
So they're really.
But they're Autobots. They'll probably be fine. They'll be fine.
So yeah, who knows? Yeah, they might be. Although Optimus comes on the intercom and says Megatron will pay for that. So I don't know if they'll be fine, but in any case, so Bumblebee, like I said, I mean, he transforms into just a ground vehicle, speedy, maneuverable.
Yeah.
The controls, for him felt just fine from what I got to play. I also got to play a level or part of a level as Grimlock, who is like the leader of the Dinobots, and he's definitely bigger, heftier than Bumblebee, kind of slower. He has some powerful like sword, melee attacks, and to transform into his Dino mode, he needs to build up a certain amount of rage.
Okay, is that exclusive to the Dinobots then? The others can just switch on the fly.
As far as what I could tell, yes. Bumblebee didn't seem to need any meter before he could transform. And the later Transformer I played as, Vortex, didn't seem to need any meter to transform. But I think it's because when Grimlock's in his Dino state, he's much more powerful. He can do a lot more damage. So they kind of want to make you use that sparingly and use it wisely.
You go wrecking up the place all the time then.
Yeah, exactly. Just wouldn't be fair. The Decepticons wouldn't have a fighting chance.
No.
Lastly, I got to play as Vortex, who is a Decepticon. He's actually one of the Combaticons. And so the story obviously is going to shift between the Autobot side and the Decepticon side. And as Vortex, I mean, the environment that I got to fly around in was pretty large and expansive, and just transforming from kind of robot mode into flight mode was very fluid.
That's one of my favorite things about that. Is certainly of the last game. I'm gonna assume that hopefully they've kept it quite similar.
Yes.
It's like you feel really, really cool when you be able to like jump off a ledge, transform, shoot off. It controls really well, right?
Yes, I mean I found the controls quite good. There were definitely some little technical things. There were some frame rate issues, and some of the animations when you were transforming looked maybe a little awkward. But I mean, it's not maybe finished yet.
Yeah.
It's just an E3 showing. So yeah, I mean, I was really pleased with the look of the game. I think is terrific. I mean, the way the light kind of reflects off of the metal of the Transformers. The designs of the Transformers totally harken back to their designs in the 80s cartoon and the original line of toys.
The slightly blockier kind of like...
Yeah, not the, I mean, with,
millions of
the
cogs
Michael
and-
Bay movie,
Yeah.
it's all about these like millions of little tiny pieces, and their faces kind of, to me, look a little grotesque and stuff.
That's
and
the thing I like as well. When they transform, it should be like this,
Right.
pow, we're
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like 4 moves, not
Right.
like 1,000, like ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, so,
know?
so I think, I mean, it seems like it could end up being that kind of serious but also faithful Transformers experience that people like me, who kind of grew up with the Transformers and love Optimus and love the characters, but aren't thrilled with the stuff that Michael Bay's done
Yeah.
in the movies. A game for us.
Yeah.
So, so I definitely came away eager to play more of Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
Fall of Cybertron after the War of Cybertron.
That's
is that-
right.
So it is a sequel, right?
It's definitely a sequel, and as I said, like it starts in a very desperate time. So I think it's going to make for a good backdrop the final days of that struggle between the Autobots and the Decepticons on Cybertron.